Hi, today we're going to be talking about why you keep having relationship failures. This seems to happen to women who have a very successful business or profession with the kind of background that actually helps this process to fail. So my name is Fiorella Martin and I help women in their 40s, successful women who keep having relationship failures as a result of needing to recover from childhood attachment trauma and the type of parenting that they've had. Often what happens with women who are in this situation that keep having multiple relationships, one after the other, all of them failing, is that they have created certain beliefs about men that aligns with the way that, they saw their father, whether they saw their father as being weak, or even seeing their mother as being weak and codependent in needing to have a man to look after her. So when you have had this type of parenting, it is regarded as a kind of a pivotal attachment trauma, which makes you decide that you have to be in control, that you have to control your finances, you must become successful so you don't have to be like your mother. And the men you tend to attract are very weak and you can manipulate them. Initially, everything's fine, but then you get bored and you spit them out because you no longer respect them because they don't have a spine. And often this type of match is a reflection of the way that you've interacted with your father and the way that your background has shaped you. So this relationship type of behavior actually is formed at a very young age the relationship brain, which is on the right side of the brain, is formed around 2 years old, 3 to 5. And from there, everything that is to do with relationships becomes ingrained and beliefs are created. So you need to be in control, you have a fear of surrendering, you need to create space for a relationship other than having it as a handbag. And women who are very successful in business, they know how to have the lifestyle, they know how to have everything they want, the success, the lifestyle, the trips, the clothes. Unfortunately, their life is so full and they have so many disappointing relationships that, one, there is no room for a relationship to really last because they're not willing to invest the time, energy, and effort. But also there is a fear of the type of man that would be good for them, which would be someone who makes them feel protected, cared about, and loved. But that's not available because then they would need to surrender to this type of person. So what do? Well, let's look at 3 things you can do. Is that obviously the inner work needs to happen because these are programs that are set at a very subconscious level. And one of the things that I've created is a 3-part program where in the first part, we really look at changing the mindset, retraining the brain, changing some of those beliefs at a very subconscious level. So that's the first part. And then creating a strategy of how to identify, qualify the right person, and then how to actually integrate the right relationship so that it is successful long-term without any more breakup. So my name is Fiorella Martin, and this is what I specialize in, and I've created this signature system so that it helps women in their early 40s to be able to create a relationship that lasts. Now, what can you do if you are a very busy, successful woman and you've listened to all kinds of YouTube videos like this one here, and you may have even listened to some hypnosis videos or audios. You've read books. What can you do? I would highly recommend that you start getting information on what's your attachment style, because your attachment style is going to determine, there's actually online, the attachment styles, you can do tests on what attachment style you are. And once you identify whether you're a dismissive avoidant, which is quite a very common category in this type of demographic, women over 40 who are very successful business women who identify with their business, have created an infrastructure of a life that makes sure that they're not missing a relationship, and that a relationship is just a surface kind of almost like a distraction. The other thing you can do is, again, you can get another test online, and that is the ACE test, ACE. This test allows you to answer 10 questions of adverse childhood events. This test was designed by a neuroscientist, and it allows you to identify how many yeses you would have on that list, which creates quite a revealing assessment of how many traumatic events you've had, including if your parents divorced before the age of 18, if you had a step parent, if you've been somehow, your emotional needs were neglected, then you'll be able to do these 2 self-assessments. The other thing I would strongly advise you to do is to sit down and actually do some journaling and reflecting on the type of relationship that you really would like to do, and that you would see yourself in the future that would be safe. Because ultimately, childhood attachment trauma creates a feeling that you have to survive on your own and that you're never going to be safe. So I hope that helps. You can watch some of my other videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll put the link below for you to perhaps have a strategy call with me, and we can talk it through to see if we're a match. Enjoy your day, and thanks for watching.